don't give immediate feedback.
Okay.
Because we have somebody right behind him coming in.
We don't want to give the answers. Right?
Well, and we just don't want to, we can do it on the break.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
All right, you're good.
You'll be looking for me for that feedback on each of them, correct? Okay. Thank you. Come on in.
Hey,
Hello.
Cavanaugh with William.
Phipps.
Doing well. Alright, can you mind if I take a seat?
Have a seat, please do.
Thank you.
How you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
How's the family?
Family's doing great.
Yeah.
How about yours?
All good. All
Yeah.
good. Everyone's happy and
Good.
healthy, which is what
Good.
you want.
I know your kids had a baseball tournament this past week, right?
Baseball tournament this
How'd they
past
go?
week. Second place in the tournament.
Really?
Happy with that?
Good.
Oh,
Good.
yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What positions did I play
All
again?
good. Shortstop and first base.
Oh man, I was always a shortstop.
Whole infield covered with two boys.
Yeah, two boys and the infield. That's awesome.
Yep,
That's
most
good.
definitely.
I'm guessing the first baseman is the lefty.
The left eye, just like me.
Yep. Oh, really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So you don't really like gel pens, writing with gel pens.
How do you know? That's exactly what
My
I
mom
hate.
and my brother are lefties, and they complain about that all the time.
Yep, hate
Yep.
it. Absolutely hate it. If I could do something on the keyboard, I will.
Oh, much easier.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't smear or anything.
Yep. Yep.
Awesome. So Bob, I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me today.
Sure.
I know last week you wanted to especially make sure that we got the terms of the payment all figured out, because I apologize, I don't even know exactly how things got mixed up, but
Okay.
that's why we're here to figure that out. So I also wanted to let you know that our friendship means a lot more to me than just maintaining this account.
Right.
Obviously, I'd love to have best of both worlds and be able to continue the business relationship. But again, the friendship means so much more to me. So I have a little voucher for a charity tournament of golf this weekend.
Really?
So I figured, yeah, we would go together and spend a couple hours together. It's always for a good cause.
That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
We'd love to do that together.
Awesome. Yeah, as long as the kids don't have a huge tournament coming up this weekend or anything.
We're open this weekend, so far, I gotta check with my wife, see what's going on that side of things, but
Okay.
it should be open. We'd love to join you on that.
Awesome. I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. My business card's underneath there as well.
Take a look.
Sure.
See if anything's changed since we last met.
I change my number every now and then, so
Good,
just
good.
wanted to make sure that you had the most current one.
Good, perfect. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, awesome. So I know last week we were talking about the payments and everything, trying to figure all that out.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to just hear your point of view. What exactly do you think is going on there?
So, we never agreed to a 10-day payment deal.
Right.
And that was, we done as an accommodation, as a favor, more or less, to the store, for
Okay.
kind of a one-time thing, and that's
Mhm.
well outside of the industry norm,
Right.
right? We don't pay anybody else to do that, so you gotta
Mhm.
trust me on that. That's just a unique thing for you guys.
Right. And nobody else pays us in 10 days regularly.
Really?
That's right. I mean, well, we have incentives, and so sometimes people do pay the 10 days to get the discount, but for the most part, people aren't on a net 10.
Okay, all right. Because, we're good friends. None of your competitors, both of them have 60-day terms without any arm twisting at all.
Right. And I totally understand that. Something that really sets us apart from all of our competitors is just the fact that we do offer all the benefits through less than 60-day nets.
Okay.
So jumping into that, since you mentioned it, I do want to show you. I got a paper contract here. It's just an amendment to what we agreed upon before, because like you said, we never agreed to a 10-day one. So right here, I have it all broken down for us. So basically, I'll just have you initial whichever one you think would be most appropriate for you. So we've got a 5% discount in 20 days with a net 30, and then we've also got a 2% discount in 30 days on a net 45. Which one do you think would be most beneficial to you?
Well, you're kind of not where we need to be just yet. The industry standard, like I said, we're on 60 days with all of our other vendors.
Right.
So you haven't even hit the mark there with you don't see a 60 on the page.
Right, and 60, to be 100% honest with you, we typically don't do any 60-day contracts either. Because typically, for the most part, we have 30-day contracts. There are a few of the 45-day contracts, but for the most part, we really do the 30s.
So we're buddies, right?
Yeah.
The one's off this weekend. You know the game. You think that's been fair, and England's has been fair to us with that kind of a payment clause? I know you well enough to know somebody's asking you to come in here and you can push it, against these terms that aren't even industry standards. You think that's
Right.
fair, right?
So the way that I see it, what we've done in the past, there was a little discrepancy with it being fair. I know you pride yourself on being fair and right, and so do I. We're friends for a reason.
Right.
So what we've done in the past was not fair, and I apologize for that with the 10-day mix-up. And so that's why I put it into writing to have the discount of the 5% on 30 and the 2% on 45, because, like I said, most of ours do pay within 30 days, some of them 45. So we wanted to at least extend that option out to you.
The 45, you think that's fair?
I think that's fair.
Really?
Do you have any outstanding concerns with that?
It's outside of where we really would rather be. We don't want to have to force, a friendship and a business relationship against one another and have to end a business relationship over something like terms.
Mm-hmm. And we're, like I said, we're going to maintain friends. We're going golfing this weekend regardless.
Fair enough. And so, we'd really like to see a 60-day offer, a 60-day term. I mean, that's
right.
It seems like that's fair. I might be able to talk the guys into a 45, but really need to be at 60.
If we could do 45, I've been given full total control of this account. So if you wanted to do the 45, that's 100% fine with me. And if you end up paying it within those 30, like I said, you'll get a 2% discount. And in a couple of minutes, I'll be able to show you what numbers would look like with that as well, to just get a good visual in your mind.
I think we can work on that.
We can do the 45?
On 45.
Okay, wonderful. I've got a pen for you, so all I need you to do is just initial. You got your own? Perfect.
I got my own pen.
All right, so just initial next to the 45, and then I'll have you sign down at the bottom. I'll sign it as well. That way we've got everything in writing and nobody's breathing down our backs about the whole 10-day thing. But again, I apologize. I don't.
What's the date today?
21st. Perfect. Give that my John Hancock right here. All right. So now that that's out of the way, I'll put that back in safekeeping. As far as supplying the full line, I believe last week you said that you were looking to supply the full line of wine, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, do you know exactly what all of that entails?
In terms of the full line?
Right. I don't know if I got the chance to give you any information last week.
I don't think I have all that detail.
Okay. No problem.
Let's assume that I don't.
Okay. That's easy enough. All right. So what we have here, we have 13 different wines. So the way that we choose our wine is actually really interesting. We go through a third party called Deloitte. I'm sure you're familiar with their marketing research.
Okay.
So they come back with us and with the research of which wines are selling the most during each season. So every 3 months we have an update on which wines are selling the most and which ones we offer, because we base all of our purchases and stock off of them. So we've got the 6 red ones, the 4 white, and the 3 sparkling and red. Do you have any questions about them right now?
No, that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, wonderful. I also want to ask, now that we're on this page, I wanted to ask how much shelf space you were looking to open up through getting rid of the snacks.
Through the snacks, I think it'll be, probably 6 feet maybe at this point. And
okay.
You've got a 72 dimension there, so that's
right.
pretty much on the money, yeah.
That's 6 feet, and this is pretty standard. I'm pretty sure I saw this in the story of the 5 shelves going up, correct?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, are you a numbers guy, or am I going to confuse you with all of this?
Ooh, that's a little bit of an offensive question.
No, I apologize. No, I'm not very good with numbers. Excel did this for me, and that's the only reason that I'm
Assume that I don't know numbers. What do you got?
That we're going to not go too in depth with the numbers, is what you're saying?
No, you lay them on me.
Lay them on you?
If I can take it.
I'll try and do this in simple terms so I don't confuse myself, too. So, we've got the 6 standard bottles. These are the bottles that we carry, the 6 different ones. Now, none of them will exceed the 13-inch tall, height, and none of them will be wider diameter-wise than 3 3/4 inches. So I've got the dimensions laid out of the entire shelf. So we've got, like you said, the 6-foot base, and then each shelf is 14 1/4 inches apart.
Okay.
So that way you can fit any one of them on there with ease. And they also are 16 inches in depth. So if we look over here, I've got all of that broken down. So we've got the widest dimension and narrowest dimension. So for the greatest number of bottles with the most narrow,
Right.
you can fit,
Squeeze 26.
you can put 26 on there with the
Otherwise,
wiggle
we're
room
down
as
to
well.
19 if we go to the bigger bottles.
With the
Okay,
bigger
I'm following
bottles.
you. I appreciate you getting that started for me.
Absolutely.
The juices are flowing.
Good, that's
There you
good.
go.
The lines are flowing, that's good. Alright, so now we get down to the further math. Basically, we're just going to multiply what you can fit on each shelf by the number of shelves.
Okay.
And we're looking at, with the most narrow one, it'll be 650 bottles on that one 6-foot section.
Okay.
If you went with all of the largest ones, the widest diameter, you're still fitting 380 on that one 6-foot shelf.
Got it.
So that's a pretty hefty number there, and I'm assuming since you're going with the full line, it'll be somewhere within that mix.
Right, and we depending on what we end up deciding between whites, reds, I think we were in that 400 to 500 range.
Okay, perfect. So we'll move on. So right here, I have it broken down because I know last time you said the profit margin was a little bit lower than you wanted it to be.
Right, well, it's definitely higher than snacks, but not where we're expected it to be yet.
Okay. Do you have a specific number for that?
We're all ears right now.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. So what the snacks were doing was obviously not working out for you. So we actually adjusted the prices, our recommendation, to make sure that you get 20% gross margin
Okay.
on these numbers alone. Now, we also leave the pricing up to you. So if you decide to up this maybe $1 or so and get 22-23% gross margin, totally fine. That's all up to you. Now, we supply it at the lowest terms possible, and we don't differentiate between the brands of wine.
Okay.
For the red ones, we're looking at 150, 151.36, all the way down through all 6 of them. The white ones, 166.32, and the sparkling rosé is 193.60.
Okay.
So, do you have a particular, order that you were looking to put in today?
I don't know the answer to that. Not that for a second.
Okay, take your time. I did also organize them from most popular to least popular.
Okay.
They are all very popular right now because that's the research that we got back.
Okay.
But these top 3 are selling a lot faster. Well, not a lot, but significantly faster than these 3. These 2 faster than these 2. This one, and it just ends down from there.
Are they more popular in your profit margin too? So
They are.
We can get a break on pricing?
They absolutely are.
All right, good to know.
And I also have if you decided to go with all of them, we have the total down there, and then I also have broken down into the 2% at net 45 for you. So it'd be the 21.11.16 as opposed to the 21.54. So about $43 savings on that one order right there.
Gotcha. Good.
Is that all making sense to you?
Yeah, I like the way it's broken out. I like the discount rate and everything else.
Okay.
And we get it here.
Wonderful.
When is the soonest you need a decision?
I would love to get that by the end of today.
Really?
That would be wonderful. That way, it'll be 2 days before we can get the shipment to you,
Okay.
and you'll be able to have everything stocked and loaded by the end of the week.
All right. What do we do with wines that don't sell?
Wines that don't sell, I haven't had that problem come across, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good enough.
So I'm giving you, again, my personal assurance that you're going to be just fine with these wines.
Fantastic.
All right. So do you have? Did you figure out or decide which ones that you?
I think
want to go with?
we would be interested in like just a third of each, right?
A third of each?
Yeah, mix it up in a way that gives us, third red, third white, and a third of the rosés.
Okay. Then there are 4 white ones. Did you want 1 or 2 of the white ones?
Yes, we have. Let's do 2 of those.
2 of them. Okay.
Yeah.
And the top 2.
Let's see. Yeah, those are good ones.
Okay. So I'll mark down this one, these top 2, and this one right there. Awesome. So when I get back to the office, because it's all custom, I'm going to type up that contract. I'll send it over to your email, and you'll have that in your inbox within the next 30 minutes.
Fantastic.
Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bob. I appreciate it,
sir.
and I'm really looking forward to continuing business and going golfing.
And golfing on Saturday. We'll
Yeah,
see you.
absolutely.
Good call. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay.